Hey guys, Andrew Henderson, Nomad Capitalist here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, on the move today, here on a Sunday morning. 227 days left until Nomad Capitalist Live. It's coming sooner than you think, our first live conference in years. But I'm wearing an entirely different outfit today. I'm a little bit unkempt because I'm doing something that I normally don't talk about doing and that I've had to get back in the habit of doing. That's go to the gym. And so I got these nice workout clothes for Christmas, hint, hint. And it was very interesting because, fourth quarter of last year, I went and spent the entire fourth quarter, minus a day or two, in Latin America. We completed a property transaction in Colombia. We're also in Mexico, Chile, a couple other places I seem to forget at the moment. Colombia, of course. What was interesting with that transition and kind of moving around all the time was that you don't really have access to a gym. Or you do, but moving around every week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's kind of hard to get into it. And that's been a challenge for me. And so combine that with lots of good Mexican food, combine that with, meeting lots of different people, socially, new people in the network, old friends, lawyers. Hey, let's have a drink. Hey, let's go to a meal together. Had some folks come in looking at property with me. Hey, let's go out for wine, right? And the fact that I'm getting a little bit older just wasn't a great combination. And so certainly things got a little bit out of control in terms of health. And so now that I'm settled somewhere again, I want to get that dialed in. So a week ago this morning, I checked out the HIIT class. I don't know if you guys work out, this high intensity workout class. Hadn't worked out in a while. And I'm just going on the app for this gym. And I said, all right, what classes do they have? I actually ran into a fan of ours the other day at the gym. But for me, who I'm not used to dressing like this, it's kind of weird. But anyway, I went to the high intensity workout class. I got my tuchus kicked. I couldn't handle it. My head was spinning by the end of this 30 minutes because it's so intense. And that's how I like to approach things. I like to just dive in. I like to get started. What's the hardest thing I can do? And then back off. So, the last couple days, I've just been going and doing stuff on my own. I'm going to get a trainer. This upcoming week, we're going to start. But by starting with more than I could chew, it motivated me to say, all right, well, how much do we need to back it off? What do we need to do? And basically, I've been here almost every day since. Doing different exercises and hoping to build back up to the HIIT. And so for me, that's been very, very motivating. I think this has an effect on the same way that, your offshore plan works or your offshore planning, right? If you want to get into this nomad capitalist stuff, how do you do it? Well, I've done it two different ways over the last 13 years. I've done the research approach, the scalpel approach, kind of let me, dip my toe in. I don't want to jump into the water. It's a little cold. Let me kind of, get the toe, then get the foot. Then maybe I'll go in up to my waist, and I'll shiver and, rather than just jumping in. That's the way I've been doing it recently. We're doing a lot of deals this year, everywhere from Colombia to Ukraine, Serbia, probably doing some deals in Armenia, for sure actually doing some stuff in Armenia. Probably looking at new stuff in Malaysia, researching a lot of markets. I'm doing some new residence programs this year. Probably doing a new passport program this year. Going to be dropping a passport application in the next 90 days for me. That's worked a lot better for me. If I compare my results both in terms of my offshore results, lower taxes, passports, all the stuff I've accomplished. Now, at some point, maybe it's too much. I geek out on this stuff. You probably don't need 6 passports. I just enjoy it, and I enjoyed sharing my experiences with you guys. But I like to just dive in, and that's gotten me the better results. It's also gotten me the better results in terms of my business and finances, because I think when you go all in on stuff, it just helps you in your mindset. For me, I'm already noticing about 9 or 10 days in the business benefits of going to the gym, because I'm getting to clear my mind in a way that in January, where I was, basically from January 2nd through January 31st, there were very few breaks. It was literally every day. Most of them were head off the pillow to head on the pillow. It was jammed, packed, with meeting people and doing events, and getting stuff done. And so now, having just an hour a day or an hour and a half a day to clear my mind and to feel a sense of purpose about something else, by the way, that's been helpful, is to not just be about business and business accomplishments and finance and all that. To have a sense of purpose about something else has been very helpful, and to want to seek certain results. I think, especially as guys, we're looking for results, we're looking for goals. And so, my idea behind this all is that if you dive in full speed and then back off and adjust to where you need to be, you'll get where you need to be pretty harmlessly. And you'll have great psychological benefits. You'll see it in your business. I mean, for me, the more I do other stuff in my life right, the better business goes. I'm doing a lot better now than I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or when I started 15 years ago. I think part of that's just having a better mindset. And so I mentioned Nomad Capitalist Live. It's about 7 months away now. It's our live conference in Playa del Carmen. If you're not ready, if you don't have a need to fully dive in with a custom plan and getting stuff done, but rather you're trying to learn how this offshore stuff works, you want to get some strategies and then dive in from there, that's what Nomad Capitalist Live is all about. Because it will reflect my philosophy of you got to dive in and just get everything going. We have tickets for Nomad Capitalist Live. We have very few free hotel rooms left. I think like about a dozen at this point, as I record this. And every once in a while we go down one more. I'm giving you a discount on tickets. I'm giving you a free hotel room for 4 nights to come to Nomad Capitalist Live and learn about second passports, learn about the latest opportunities in banking, passports, residence, investing, meet people from my network who do stuff like investing. And then once you're there, you're gonna have my team and I pushing you to dive in and take action on whatever it is you need to take action on. Okay, the accountability, because my entire team is on this vibe and they get it and we live this. And so getting yourself around people who are winning with this and people who are serious about this is important. Go to nomadcapitalist.com/live. Check out our ticket offer. We've got a deal going on right now. For those of you who aren't ready to dive in with a full service of getting this stuff done, I want you to at least dive in and get the benefits and know that you're moving the ball forward of coming and learning about all of our latest strategies. Because if you know me, I go all in. There will be no people selling overpriced banana plantations from the stage. There will be no, row of sponsors trying to sell you something. This is going to be information. And in exchange, it's a little bit more expensive ticket than some tickets you might be used to. But we've made it so it's very manageable. As I said, we're giving away a free hotel room to help you come. But my goal, and by the way, the reason I stopped hosting conferences almost 5 years ago, 4 years ago now, 5 years by the time this one comes, the reason I stopped was because I just didn't know exactly how to get people to be motivated at a conference, to do something. I got tired of seeing the same people just come and hang out, okay, rather than go on the journey, rather than dive in and go to the hit room the way I've been doing at the gym and getting their butt crushed and having to, figure out how to make things work from there. Nomadcapitalist.com/live if you want to join us and dive in. That's what's worked for me. It's what I always recommend everyone else. I do not endorse people, going to the gym once a week and sitting around on their phone lifting a 2 kilogram weight. I don't recommend it. I recommend going full throttle. That's what Nomad Capitalist is about. That's what Nomad Capitalist Live will be about. So if you want to join us, go and grab your ticket. Make that commitment. It's a psychological commitment. You could be like everyone else and book last minute. We filled about 40% of the room, which most conferences don't even start selling 7.5 months in advance. And we've already sold out 40% of the room. And that's before we've announced the big speakers that we're working with who are doing their lawyerly, let's take a month to look at the contract kind of thing. But that's going to be coming soon. So, now's your chance to get in. And now's your chance, really, what I suggest is just do it now. If you wait like everyone else till, 2 weeks before or a month before, that kind of shows your level of commitment. I'm here at 10 in the morning on a Sunday, which for me is kind of early. I'm normally sleeping in on Sunday. I'm here because, when I'm motivated to get this thing done. I'm not going to hang around and come at 2 o'clock and be weak about it. I'm coming full throttle to the gym. I'm looking to get back in shape. And so if you're looking to get your offshore game in shape, Nomad Capitalist Live, you can book now, save over $1,121 on your hotel room. You get a discount on tickets, discount on spouse tickets, deep discount for spouses, and get your offshore game going. Make a commitment to dive in the way I dove into this HIT class and got my my skull crushed in. Do this, and we'll make sure that you get on the right track.